Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, today is day 2 of the vacation. Before we get today started, I wanted to, I don't know if I forgot to mention that yesterday was September 11th, and just want to say that, I'll never forget where I was that day and the emotions I felt that day. And every September 11th, I try to take a moment out of my day and say a prayer for everyone that lost their families members. And so yesterday was it's kind of a sad day, but at the same time, had to kind of make sure I made it here to California safely. Well, I'm not gonna lie and say that for a minute I was kind of nervous, but anyways, all right, so today we're getting our day started. Let's take a better look at the hotel. This is called Harris Ranch, off of Interstate 5 and here in Central California. Anyways, really nice. Our room we had I was gonna take a video of it, but just was really tired and didn't want to. But if you guys ever get a chance, you're traveling on Interstate 5 up and down California, and you need a hotel to stay at, I don't recommend it. It's really nice. A little pricey, but I guess for California prices, it's about right. But anyways, we're gonna head to some of my family's. Go meet some of my family here and spend the day with them. Not sure what we exactly got planned, but stick around and let's see how the day turns out. We'll be back. All right, everybody. Well, I've made it here to a little town in California. It's called Coalinga. It's actually the town I grew up in. It has some pretty good memories, not so bad memories, always getting in trouble as a kid. But for the most part, all my family still lives here. So what we're gonna do is they have a museum here, and we're gonna go inside this museum and take a look around. Hopefully they won't have any issues of me filming, but if they do, if I see something really cool, something I think would be cool, I won't say nothing. I'll just turn it on and pan on it, and we'll do some filming. Had some plans to do some shooting and some other things, but those plans ended up having to get scrapped because people had to go, were obligated to do some other things. So I don't know. I don't want this video to be too boring, but we'll try to get to see if we can have some exciting stuff. So hopefully these people will let us film. So we'll be back.
From around here?
Yes, ma'am. I actually grew up here, from around here.
And your name is?
Mike.
Mike.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, this town is enriched in the oil fields, and here's some of the stuff, some of the old pictures on the wall of the town. I believe this picture, I'm hoping the camera will catch it. This is a picture of the town of Coalinga back in 1906. Like I said, this was a real heavy rich oil place back in the days. Some pictures of some oil rigs, some modern day oil rigs. It looked like a picture of a rig having a blowout there. Also on their what they call pumping units, which pumps the oil out of the ground, they did something to a lot of the pumping units, and they put little faces and stuff on them. So I do remember these iconic things as you drive through the oil fields. Seeing these when I was growing up. Little elephant, that's pretty cool. That little donkey. That's a old oil pump from probably back in the early 1900s. So these are cool. This one I hear, the one with the cowboy, is the one I remember quite a bit growing up. That was really awesome. And they have a grasshopper one. So, anyways, there's so much here in this museum. I'll just kind of do a once over of the museum. The museum has just grown exponentially since its inception. So I've really there's a lot to cover. So when I find something really interesting, I think will be cool for the video, I'll, oh, here we go. Back in 1983, I remember this. Let me zoom out, or actually let me zoom in. Back in 1983, we had a pretty big earthquake here. At that time, well, I don't want to tell my age, but I was young. It was pretty huge. And I guess this is a seismographic picture of the earthquake. It happened at around 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I do remember that. Right here it says it was a 6.7 on the Richter scale. There it is at 4:43 p.m. on May 2nd, 1983. It had an aftershock there. It says a 5.4. At 10 minutes later at 4:53. And I'll never forget that. When you grow up in California, you know, you're always taught about this thing called the big one. And that was always embedded in my mind growing up, talking about the big one. And when you're 12 years old and you have a earthquake of that magnitude, you think it is the end of the world. And so, needless to say, I thought it was the end of the world. So, anyways, I'm gonna pause it and we'll come back. All right, here's a video, or here's a picture of a rig, an old-time oil rig. Right here, if you, I'll zoom in a little bit.
Is it really?
From 1928. It's an old drilling rig. Pretty cool looking. Old metal hard hat. That was pretty cool. Some of the stuff from back in them days when they did their oil drilling. Some belt buckles from some of the oil companies, Halliburton, some other shale. So, pretty cool stuff. So, we'll be back. All right, well, this looks like an old-time fire engine here. Really cool looking. Gonna pan around. Got a, what is this, the 1921 Model T. Another Model T there. An old style gas pump. Pretty cool. 1939 Oldsmobile. Tractor. So, a lot of stuff may be boring to a lot of you people, but this is, like I said, this is the town I grew up in and left home, you know. And so it's kind of cool to come back here and just kind of see all this old cool stuff. But found out there's a car show in town, so hopefully we can go down there and see some pretty cool cars. I'll put that on the video too, so stay back. We'll be back. All right, what's up, everybody? Got a little special treat here. My nephew, he's gonna do a little spitting for you, a little rhyme. I want you. He did it to me earlier, and I was like, man, that's cool. So I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. I want y'all to check it out. All right, spit.
Uncle Mike going to Oakland, rolling in cash, man, he's rolling. My brother thinks he's cool cause he can go bowling. He got a new car, man, he rides it like it's stolen. Yeah, it's a Dodge Challenger. Raiders will going to the game tomorrow, they're gonna win, mark it in your calendar. Boom, I'm done.
Oh!